What is the difference between awakening and liberation? And what is the connection between awakening and liberation? So I want to talk about that. I think every person who speaks about non-duality experientially, they are using these terms in their own way. So it makes sense to clarify every now and then, what do we actually mean when we discuss the process of awakening and the process of liberation. So awakening is about clear seeing, it's about direct recognition, experiential insight, and liberation is an ongoing process of engaging directly with our experience, whatever that might be. Engaging directly with confusion, with suffering, engaging directly with sensations, and being willing to digest conditioning, to digest karma. So it comes with an activation of a capacity that we all have, which allows a kind of continuous process of self-renewal and regeneration. And when we are able to stay in the direct experience and meet our experience from this place of open, uncontrived presence and clarity, ease. So it generates a phenomenon that could be called natural release or self-liberation. And sometimes that can be instant and sudden and complete. And sometimes it can involve a little bit of a process, meaning that we are really staying with a particular situation or pattern or fixation or contraction, like frozen energy in our system. And then it gradually melts in this presence, in this unconditional presence. And that can experientially feel like compassion. It can feel like this warmth that is healing beyond healing. We're simply allowing this direct contact. And then something magical can happen. So it can feel like this poison, like it can sometimes feel like this pain of samsara or the suffering, of this human experience that is just instantly transmuted. When it is met from this place of radical openness and embrace. And this process of self-liberation or natural release is characterized by total effortlessness, like almost otherworldly effortlessness and fluidity or flow, and a total presence without self-consciousness, and spontaneous responsiveness, to the situation. Like we are not seeing the situation through fixed views or ways to kind of control the experience through understanding, but we are allowing this natural responsiveness to occur, which is beyond rational understanding. And that can sometimes include thinking processes, examination, inquiry. But it's coming from a place that is prior to intellectual understanding, from this trans-conceptual place of functioning, which is all-inclusive, which is all-embracing, all-pervasive. And that is sometimes referred to as this primordial purity, like with this untainted innate wisdom, untainted by conceptualization. So when that moves through our being, it's absolutely indescribable. And it comes with this deep, deep familiarity. So somehow we have been alienated from this innate intelligence and wisdom that is innate to our embodied experiencing. And awakening is what allows this alienation, this dissociation to kind of heal. We heal this gap, this inner division. So awakening is the foundation, that insight of direct recognition, this insight that gives you access to this spaciousness prior to thought, that is present there during a thought and after a thought, right? So awakening gives us access to this dynamic space, which is not space in any way the mind can understand. It's not physical space, and it's not even an inner space, because we can directly see that there is no locality in this immediacy. There's no distance. There's no time. So discovering this primal dynamic space is very much part of the experience of natural release and self-liberation. So awakening without liberation, without this capacity of constant release, without this process of constant self-liberation in which the mind is left kind of like tabula rasa each moment. So it doesn't leave us anything. It doesn't even leave us any idea about awakening. It's just this total freshness each moment. So awakening without liberation can resolve into a kind of reification of the awakening insight, to making it something that we hold on to, something, as actually existing, something fixed. And that can then result in it becoming a form of identity for us, or a form of spiritual ego. So it's really, really essential that this direct recognition, this fundamental insight, it fuses with this capacity of self-renewal, self-release, self-liberation. Because then there's nothing to hold on to. There's no awakening, there's no liberation, nothing as something that we could ever possess, that we could ever claim. Like we are constantly meeting the experience fresh